Very good news I want to share with you in February on the 17th today. Big news from eToro. They've got loads of new funds that's come out, but there's two ETF that I want to share with you that all of us have been waiting, and now it's here. So eToro has introduced two more new ARK Invest ETF. Yes, they finally brought up the super high flyer ARK Genomic, which is ARKG, which deals with genetic editing, and also they also brought out the other second popular one, ARKQ, which is the ARK Automotive Technology and Robotics ETF. And yes, it's on eToro as a CFD, but you can avoid the CFD fees and sort of own the underlying asset by going no leverage. That means no fees overnight whatsoever. So you just buy it for commission free. You can own it as long as you want, write the yield, sell it anytime you want. That's how it works on eToro platform. But let's go into the details. What's ARKG and ARKQ, and also my personal view on which one is my preferred one and how I'm going to play it in my portfolio. Okay, let's start with ARKG. So basically, if you go on the ARK website, it's open, it's free. So ARK Genomics Revolution ETF is basically targeting genetic editing, it's targeting the future of health. It's not about just the likes of healthcare in the US, but it's also those research. And I just want to warn that the likes of CRISPR, targeted therapeutics, bioinformatics, molecular diagnostic, stem cell editing, these are all still in research phase. When you invest in these high growth companies, you're investing in the future. There's no revenue, wealth, or any growth just yet. So all these companies, if you invest individual companies, it will be a risk. And my preference is you let Katie Wood deal with the complexity as she's trying to sell to help these companies grow. The great thing about the ARK Genomic, which is really popular among everybody's request, it's because back in 2020, from January, COVID-19 and December, they have raked in 170% growth in a year. 170%. Even my own personal portfolio, I gained around about 105, 108%, and this gained 170. So technically last year, if I could buy ARK Genomic, I was just dump all my money in there, not think about it. I mean, hindsight, the future, watching. That's in theory, it sounds really good. Anybody who would just want to do passive investing, buy ARKG, pay for the fees through Katie Wood's fund, and there you go, 170%. So what do they hold? What do they hold that makes it so beneficial? So what they hold is the top 10 holdings on the screen here. 8% on Teladoc Health, Pacific Bioscience, Twist Biogenetic, Regeneron. So all these very complex healthcare companies, which is in fact, I put my hand up, I'm the weakest in this healthcare business. So if I were to pick any one of them, I couldn't pick one of them because biology is my worst subject, but I rather something that you need to do your research still. You can read the articles, it's free to read on Katie Woods. You can sign up on the mailing list on what they do, the team do on a daily basis, and updates on these individual companies. So the next one, the second one that I want to speak about is ARKQ. Okay, ARKQ is basically autonomous technology and robotics. Okay, so it's all about the 3D printing, space exploration, energy storage, autonomous transportation, and you can hear Tesla in the background. Yes, they own Tesla. It's one of the largest top holding is Tesla. But before we go there, see how they've done last year. So back in 2020 to 2021, just one whole year last year through COVID-19, they've done about 103%. It's still triple digit. It's still great. My personal FE portfolio has slightly beaten ARK Autonomous Technology, but still it's 103%. It's a great move. It's a great yield. But you don't have to do anything, just entrust your money with ARK Invest. I'm not saying that it's going to be guaranteed win for this year, but you have to be careful what you invest. But you pay for what you get. You pay for a great team with hyper growth investing, very proactive. So the top 10 holdings for ARKQ is this one. You've got the likes of Tesla, Baidu from China, JD.com, Kratos Defense and Security, Teradyne, Google, NXP Semiconductor NV from Netherlands. So they do change over time and do quite proactively change. That's why it makes this dynamic investing. So the other thing that I would like to explain for you UK investors is, I know that Trading 212 has got their copy pie, and there's a couple of individuals that actually put the ARKQ or ARKF or ARKK type equivalent pie for you to buy. But I just want to tell you that you're not going to get the yield that Katie Wood's actual ETF gives you. It's because on trading 212, when you buy the pie, you copy like for like on the percentage, but you know they're an active ETF. They change on a daily basis, and when they change, they buy it really low and sell it really high. And you on trading 212 are dependent on the person updating the pie. If you missed it by one day, you missed out on the gain. So be careful. That's why I prefer to buy the actual ETF, and it's sitting on the eToro platform here. But then going on eToro platform, you need to know your risk as well. It's a CFD type platform, and we go on CFD, you buy leverage. But for this ETF, you can buy commission free. If you put leverage X1 and you actually order, not trade the stock, you can actually own it for the term as you want to hold it on commission free. And do understand your risk, do your research before you invest any of these companies. So what's my personal view? What will I be investing? For me, I've already owned ARKF, ARKW, and ARKK, okay, on my eToro portfolio. I will personally just add ARK Genomics in, but not too much, because I rather prefer the autonomous vehicle and all the semiconductor spec play. But my belief in genomics is still on the research phase, not scaling yet, so I'll go in a little. It's easier than me trying to buy different therapeutics due to genetic editing companies, because it's very high risk. I'd rather buy on Katie Wood's ETF and just ride with the momentum for 2021. I just want to share the good news that eToro has added 2 more ARK ETF in their arsenal, and it's something, it gives an opportunity for us investors to diverse, to buy and let Katie Wood deal with it, and also commission free on the platform if you do it right on the basis on X1 CFD. And I'll show the video, an instructional video on how to buy CFD properly without paying the fees, owning the underlying asset. So this is, I hope you've enjoyed that video.
Please like the video and please subscribe to the channel.
And hope to see you soon. Bye.